Quarterback trying to get a read. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Offense gets set for second down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Handoff to the lone back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got out of trouble and throws. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Makes a grab enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Broncos are flying down the field. The corners are walked up tight. The give to the tailback. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. To the ground with the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Big fullback's got it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you're playing a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Makes a connection. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone.
passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he tacks on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. You can't let our serve get broken.
After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll throw on third and short. He's going to let it go. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. To the air, it's Leonard. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He's going to bring it out from deep. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's the handoff. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass on second down. Quarterback adapted. He'll throw it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, going to the air. He's going to take off. He's loose at the 15. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It's complete to the right. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's live. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Set up for second and short after that completion. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets it out fast. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Genty. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the court.
And he breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Broncos. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame, where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Makes his way into the end zone for the deuce, and now they're within 5. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Davey, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And here comes the offense on second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He wants to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Notre Dame, 27. Boise State, 22.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he left him grabbing. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And what a play call. You can feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness. This defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. To throw, it's Leonard. Got his man down the middle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
And it looks as if they'll have all the subtlety of a sledgehammer as they bring in the jumbo dudes for the 2-point try. Off play action. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Caught near the sticks. It's Genty. bulldozes his way through. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. And he avoids the tackle with the slide. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Now on 1st down from the 28. These corners backing off a bit. He's going to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Snaps it in the shotgun. Firing to the right, complete. He'll get into the end zone for the 2, and now the deficit is 5. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Leonard. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Boise State. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Barges ahead. He'll be stopped short. Still a 1-point game here in the 4th. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Slides away. Extending the play. Skips away from pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
Looking for the two-point try. Direct snap. Just couldn't nudge it across for the two-point conversion. They'd hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the fourth. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Fielded in the end zone. It's Genty. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Will take over. First and 10.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On target over the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. These corners going to give these receivers some space. To the air, it's Nelson. Fires to the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Late in the game, they've got the lead. They know the opponent's going to throw the football to all areas of the field. That time in the middle, he was right there, almost came away with that interception.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And if you're on defense now, you know what's coming next. They're going to be throwing the ball down into the end zone. A field goal does them no good. You've got to have something lined up on the back end. Get some guys that can swat this football away.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game